Good morning, hockey fans. Quinn Kuski here alongside of Max Hedges, and we're at the Bow Park. It's hockey time. Mountaineers taking on Erie Community College.
Just Sunday morning at the Bow. Church is going to have to wait this Sunday because guess what? We got a D2 matchup, and I'm ready.
Yeah, it was a great game last night, Max. Mountaineers went out with a 2-goal victory, and they played a good game. Won that game 5-3, and they made the most of limited shot opportunities. Scored in their very first 2 shots of the game. Just 2-on-1s and odd man rushes. Great turnover play by the Mountaineers, and while they let Erie cycle the zone, they kept them to the outside of it. Just what you want to do.
Exactly. That's a mark of a good team. The guys that they can take advantage of their opportunities and see if they can do more of the same here.
A battle for the puck right off the face-off, and it is taken by West Virginia. They'll send it deep into the Erie zone. The Cats settle it down, and they'll look to play it out, and will do so as they cross center ice and look to enter the offensive zone. They'll go with a dump. It comes in off the left shoulder of Bobby Z. And there it's played into the zone by Shepard. Shepard looking for a passing lane out in front. He loses handle of it, and it goes into the corner. There it's rang around the boards and picked up by Erie.
Pretty quick speed right going on right now. For a Sunday morning game, kind of surprising.
Maybe just ice surface being a little bit better early in the game.
Yeah.
West Virginia passing cross ice. They connect with Shepard. And Buckley unable to enter the zone on sides, and we'll have a face-off.
Good breakout on that last play there. Swung to the left or right side of the rink, up, and looks like they almost got it in, but went out of bounds. We should get that to the counter a little quick. But like I see it from the boys right now. Good speed, good puck movement.
A little fun fact: the clock didn't stop on that whistle. The whistle blew at 19:03. Clock ran all the way down to 18:47 before it stopped.
Did anyone notice that?
Nope.
We'll chalk that up.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've chalked one up on broadcast where the clock was off by like 20 seconds.
And that one now is be our secret.
Yeah. You're looking to pass one out in front there. That pass goes off the mark. Buckley swoops in to try and play it. He gets it over to Belmore. Belmore trying to work it free. And a pass out in front by Erie gets blocked off and now collected by West Virginia. Mountaineers pass across to Sable. Sable cross-ice pass goes off the mark, and Erie's able to send it back in and around the boards.
See those breakouts in the middle there, catching that pass is it's pretty important because look at just saw the other team's got it in. Now pressure back on the defensive side for them. We got to get that puck out when you have the opportunity to.
Erie with a shot there. That one blocked off, doesn't find its way on. Now it's played ahead for Brennan. Brennan opened up the scoring yesterday for the Mountaineers, and that puck enters the Mountaineer offensive zone, but in Erie possession. And Erie Community College will look to play it out and do so successfully. The Mountaineers drop it off to Addison Collins. Collins' pass gets deflected into the zone by Erie Community College, and around the boards it goes. Erie looking to exit the zone. Evangelista knocks it back in deep. And now the puck comes free to be taken by Erie. Erie enters the zone. And a good cut between the defensemen, and they score.
What a play. Perfect breakout by the guys there, and he just came in, made a quick move, made 2 quick moves, split the D, made a nice play on the goal there. Way to finish.
Yeah, that's we saw a goal very similar to that yesterday. Player just split between the defensemen with a nice dangle and just left the goalie spinning one way while the puck was going the other.
That's where the gap is pretty crucial from the defensive side there. You don't want to give the guy too much space because he's going to make one move and you're left flat footed, and that's what basically just happened right there. And you can't really ask much more from your goal, like those one-on-one breakaways. That shouldn't happen to begin with. So any save on your goal is just a plus. Can't really expect to make that save all the time.
West Virginia looking to get out of their defensive end now, trailing 1-0. They did not trail at any point yesterday. The puck still loose in the corner. Now it kicks hard to the far side, where it's picked back up by Erie. With a good stop move there right at the blue line. They send it up to the point, off the mark, and it'll come out of the zone and all the way down.
Mountaineers got to get out of their shell. Looked like they were on the penalty kill on that last progression.
Erie now with a chance to re-enter the zone. Could be a 3-on-2 developing, but a good back check there, and the Mountaineers regain possession and wait to exit.
He was going to have a clear shot lane to the net, but that back check wasn't there.
Erie passes ahead, that one flipping up and into the near corner where the Mountaineers will collect it behind Bobby Z. Now a cross-ice pass connects with Shepard. Shepard enters the zone. He takes a shot, and that one goes wide. West Virginia taking a shot there. Loose in front. And there's the shot, and somehow that doesn't go in.
Yeah, don't know how that didn't go in there.
Now the puck coming all the way down. That will be an icing. West Virginia touches up. Offensive zone face-off upcoming.
That was a good opportunity for the Mountaineers here. They had a pretty good offensive rush there. Almost got it in. Had that goalie spread wide eagle. Looked like he was posing for a picture on the beach somewhere. That's what you want goalies to look like if you're on the other team. But couldn't finish. That's all right, though. Just build on this now.
Defensive zone draw win for Erie Community College. Cats look to exit the zone. That pass blocked off by Shepard. And now Mohart tries to play it ahead. And the Mountaineers dump it back in. Shepard going after it on the forecheck. And Erie gains possession, and they'll work it up the far wall, and now it's lugged ahead and dumped into the offensive zone. Collins looking to pass that one along. He drops it off for Mohart. Mohart banks one off the boards, and it's there for Lane. Lane goes cross-ice looking for Shepard. That off the mark. West Virginia forced to retreat, but they keep possession. That one's played around the boards for Collins. Collins calls off Lane, lets him know he's planning on lugging it. And Collins gets it into the offensive zone, and he gets wiped out, and Erie will take it over. Collins coming back into the play there, able to intercept the pass and send it back into the zone. Just out of the reach of Buckley, and now Erie brings it ahead. They take a shot, but a good back check by Collins to block that shot before it could get on frame. Now Erie with another shot, that one going just wide. Back to the opposite point, and it rings back around the boards, where it's battled for and collected by Erie. Erie trying to wrap one around out in front. That blocked off by West Virginia. Now a scrum for the puck, and it kicks out to center, where it'll wrap around for Bobby Z to settle it down.
Erie's forecheck is pretty effective right now. They're pressuring the Mountaineers defense, and they're just coughing up right now. They got to figure out what to do here.
West Virginia playing it around the boards for Sable. Sable chips one ahead, but it goes right to Erie. And a delayed offsides is going to allow West Virginia to work it out to center. Now it's dropped off for Buckley. Buckley's backhand pass goes off the mark. He was looking for Brennan. And now it's played in the corner and taken by Erie. Erie starting up their attack again. They play one all the way down, and it will go all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, the ECC is doing a really good job on their forechecks right now. They're getting pucks in deep. They're a pretty quick team, and just Mountaineers aren't transitioning fast enough. And when they do, they're taking a little bit to make that second-hand pass, and that's where it's getting intercepted. So Mountaineers need to break this. Because it looks like, I think ECC is running 2-1-2, so they're sending two guys to pressure the puck. And how you beat that? Just make two quick passes. So they just got to realize that, and hopefully make an adjustment there.
Erie sending one back down the ice. That will be another icing. West Virginia with another offensive zone draw here. One thing that was a big thing yesterday that I didn't really talk about was face-offs. Erie won almost every single face-off yesterday, and the trend is continuing today.
Yeah, sounds like the Mountaineers got pretty lucky in the game yesterday with the stat-wise, to capitalize on their chances. But hey, that's what good teams do. They take advantage of their chances there, being opportunistic. But definitely want to see better on the score chart in terms of stats like that, face-offs. Those are crucial. If you look at even like NHL, NCAA Division I teams, like the best teams who usually win the face-offs.
West Virginia taking a shot there, and that one catches the glass. Forsyth takes one. That one deflects out in front right into the pads of the netminder, and he'll hold on for a draw.
I like the puck moving up to the point, because some of the defensemen love ripping it down there. But I think that's a good two move. Move the puck up high, get it down low, just get those dirty goals. Those are the best ones.
Sometimes you got to get a grease ball, but they count anyway.
They count anyway. Girls like grease balls anyway, more, you know. See me mucking up in front of the net.
Erie playing it along the far wall. West Virginia able to force the turnover, but it goes back into Erie possession. That one played just out of the reach of Forsyth, and another icing upcoming. West Virginia touches up. They've had these guys on the ice for a while, Max. You got to think we're about to see them take advantage.
No, definitely, yeah. I was just going to say that. I think on this face-off, you want to be a little more aggressive. Maybe get to the dot real quick. Give these guys less time to recover. When I'm on the ice, that's when I recognize that. I'm like, tell the boys to get to the face-off quick. So here, hopefully, see a push from the Mountaineers. Looks like they got their top D pairing out there, so good to see that.
And there is the dump in from Erie. They can make their much-needed change now. Forced an early turnover after losing that face-off, and now Shepard comes racing back the other way. Shepard passes in looking for Mo Hart, and that goes off the mark. Lane couldn't reach it as well, and now Erie comes away with it. Erie looking to make a move by. They do so. A backhand shot. Bobby Z able to pad that one off.
So the defense has got to close that gap a little bit quicker. This Erie team's pretty quick, and so. Oh, good shot. Don't want to give them all the time and space to make moves like that.
Yeah, Mohart and Shepard looking to put something together here on offense for West Virginia. Collins has to retreat back to center ice to play that one. He drops it for Lane.
I don't know how he saw that. He didn't even look and made that pass. It was a good play by Collins.
Now a long lead pass, maybe catching the Mountaineers in a change here. Here comes Erie Community College. That pass deflected aside. Good hustle from West Virginia to stop that odd man rush.
Yeah, that was quick. That was a good play by Erie. He recognized the change. Defense was shot the puck right up to the other team's blue line. Good thing Mountaineers were back on that one.
Now the puck pinned up along the boards right behind the Erie cage. It rings around, and Erie has it, and they'll play it cross ice and now into the offensive zone with speed. A good feint move there, and now they'll work it around behind the net looking for passing options. That pass blocked off by Buckley and pulled away by Sable. Sable looking to pass one ahead for Buckley. Buckley goes down, and it will be a tripping call. Erie touches up. Power play ensuing for West Virginia.
Yeah, big opportunity for Mountaineers now. You're down one. You're halfway through the period. Love to plot one back in here. Keep the boys' confidence high, because once you get let the only one that go, like that, your confidence kind of dips a little bit if you can't score a quick one after that, because then you always think, oh, we're down. You're down. So here's a power play for the boys, so we can finish on that. And get a little 1-1 guy going.
I think we got to talk about the burners of Bobby Z down there. I don't know if you saw it when that hand went up. He shot to the bench. I mean, that's like 4.340 speed or something like that.
Faster than me, man. Faster than me. We all know he didn't go out last night. That's for sure. He sprinted to the bench. Been yakking if I had to do that. So take ibuprofen.
Sunglasses and Advil. You'll be fine.
Sunglasses and Advil. And a coffee. Nice tall venti.
There you go. West Virginia now on the power play. They cycle it around behind the net. That's backhanded along.
See Collins wide open on the point. I hope they're using. Nope, there we go.
Collins with it. He drops one off for Evangelista. Evangelista's pass cross ice looking for Brennan. Off the mark. Collins retreats back and collects it.
Nice.
Evangelista passing over for Buckley. Buckley drops one off. He takes a hard hit into the boards. And there it's settled down by Brennan. Brennan passing cross ice, and now it goes for Collins. Collins takes a shot through traffic. Puck loose and dove on and covered by Erie Community College.
Way to final line by Collins right there. But the Mountaineers forced him to jump on that rebound. It was a big rebound. The goalie had to stretch out and cover that. If there's someone there, quick pass or quick shot to net, that's a wide open goal. So Mountaineers just got to get a little more hungry in front of the net right there. But good play by Collins to find that lane, squeeze it in there, and make a scoring opportunity.
Face-off taken by West Virginia. Delaney controlling it along the wall. He passes up to the point for Forsyth. Forsyth drops it back for Delaney. Delaney looking to go right back to Forsyth. Now he's forced to twist it down low. Mishandles it. Somehow that puck's still in the zone, and finally it goes around the boards where it's settled by Mohart.
Yeah, this PK pressure from Erie is pretty tough. The boys got to move the puck quick. Open up some lanes.
Mohart with a sharp angle shot. He had 2 yesterday. And now it comes back to the point for Forsyth. Forsyth sends it for Lane. Lane right out in front. A couple chances for West Virginia, and that doesn't go.
Good play. Went through the progressions. Nice shot on that.
Lane takes a drive, and that one gets blocked off.
So good movement from this power play unit, like I see.
Mohart sends it down low for Lane. Lane walking down below the net line. Now a pass cross ice. Lane mishandling that one. And it goes back down low. Puck dumped all the way down with only 10 seconds left. That will do it for the West Virginia power play. Bobby Z plays it round boards for Delaney. And Delaney's pass intercepted by Erie. That'll go down where Bobby Z will settle it one last time. Almost dangerously so. A one-time shot from Erie, and that one catches the glass.
A little lackadaisical on that back check there from the Mountaineers. Left that guy wide open in the high slot. But that guy took a little more patience. He had a lot more time than just one time that cross net, so escaped that one.
Erie crossing the blue line now as they enter the zone. They bring it around behind the cage and pass it up to the blue line. They get it right back along the near wall. That shot goes wide, rings around boards to the far point where it's collected again by Erie. The Cats take a shot at that one right into the glove of Bobby Z, and he'll snare it and hold for a draw.
Yeah, this Erie team's got some pretty good skilled forwards there. They got me a nice toe drag there. I mean, I can only do that in NHL 20. You know? I can't really get on the ice. I'll fumble that thing. So you got to be aggressive against these guys. They got some skilled forwards. You give them a little too much time. We saw what happened early in the game. And then that last power play, yeah, they didn't get a goal, but they had some good shots, got some movement. So, you know, it's still good, but they got to get a little more hungry.
Erie walking one right out in front. A good save there from Bobby Z to pad that one off. A good chance for Erie.
Bobby Z making some good early saves.
That one comes up to the blue line. Collins trying to play it in. A good play by Collins. That's probably a breakaway if he doesn't pick that off. As now Erie enters the zone. That shot snared by the glove of Bobby Z. And it winds up around behind the net. It's battled for and played off by Collins.
Yeah, this top Erie line looks like 10, 16, 17, just dominating the first couple shifts they had this game. Every time they get the puck, they're dangerous. So definitely gotta watch that if you're the Mountaineers.
Forsyth trying to pass one off, but away goes Erie again. They pass one ahead down the far side. Now that pass cross ice goes off the mark, but Erie gets back on it. They'll retreat back to center and look to reset their offense.
They're very good on the regroup. They get the puck back. They move it up real quick. I just feel like the Mountaineers are getting lost in the sauce a little bit. They see the puck go one way and they're just like, they got to go back. So got to be hard on the puck. Don't give this team a lot of time. And they're getting too much time, looks like.
Erie there with a bit mishandle of the puck. And it almost led to West Virginia possession, but Erie able to stay with it. They send it down into the near corner. Well, it's battled for and collected by the Cats. That shot through traffic gets blocked off by West Virginia. And now the pass going off the mark on what could have been a good breakout opportunity.
At least they got the puck out because earlier they couldn't get it out. And Erie got another scoring opportunity. So here they come down again.
Erie passing one into the middle. A good pass across there, but off of the mark. West Virginia able to gain possession back and get it out to center before Erie takes it back.
Yeah, Erie just being able to get into the house. Every time they got the puck, they got sending guys straight to the net. Just they are just one click away from getting another one here. So Mountaineers really got to work on that. And here comes a penalty kill from.
Yeah, a bit of a check from behind there, and he didn't have the puck. So it's just probably could have been boarding, hitting from behind, interference. It covered a lot of bases. West Virginia going shorthanded.
Well, like I said, anytime I see that hand go up, I have no idea what's going to get called. Besides tripping, which is pretty obvious to learn, I don't know what boarding. I don't even hit anyway, so I don't really have to worry about those probably just being called on me. But the only thing I have to worry about is hooking. Got a couple of those in my day, but that's pretty easy to see. But I mean, this is a big kill for the WVU right now because, hey, Erie's buzzing right now. They have control of this game. If you let up another one, that's not good. So definitely this penalty kill is crucial for this game. Early on, big test.
That pass slightly deflected by Collins. He tried to get it out of the zone. Erie blocks that off. Erie controlling it up at the point. They work it around the offensive zone. A cross-ice pass, and that one just missed the mark. Probably would have been a good scoring opportunity.
Definitely. They got to watch that weak side. Look like they're moving it up and move it to that weak side for a quick shot. Surprising, I don't know why Erie doesn't have a lefty on that side there, because if he were one time, that'd be perfect, but you had to catch and release that, give a little more time for Mountaineers to react, so that's good.
Erie entering the zone now. It goes cross ice for a shot in on goal. Rebound try, and that one kicks free where Erie will recollect it at the blue line.
Lucky there, 2 Erie guys just waiting for the rebound. It looked like Addison got there quick, so good play by Addison.
Now into the zone and being brought down.
That could be a penalty shot.
I was thinking the same thing.
Let's see
Perhaps
if
a
he
penalty shot try here.
No, they're not going to call it. Again, I don't know the rules that well, so I can't really say it, like what constitutes a penalty shot other than like whatever the ref does. But I would think he hit a clear lane to the net, and that player didn't penalize him, like he could have got a breakaway. So I don't know why that's not a penalty shot, but a 4-on-4, a little more fun hockey. I wish 4-on-4 we could just play besides 5-on-5. So it will be exciting to watch. More speed. Which might favor Erie because Erie looks like the quicker team this morning, definitely. So the Mountaineers gotta get the feet going here. Gotta keep the pressure up because it's not looking good so far. I'm not gonna lie. They're getting outplayed so far.
Yeah, they don't have the shots up on the big board here in the bow.
No, but the stats are not.
I don't think we want to see them.
No, definitely not. Like those course side ratings are probably it's in a dumpster probably. I'm not a stats guy. I mean, I'm not like a coursey guy, but I mean, I can only imagine. I know to read those things, but I don't take them.
West Virginia getting that. They got 50 more seconds of 5-on-5, then they will have 1 minute and 5 seconds on the power play following that up.
They got to do some of that power play because Erie's just been, every time they get down offensive zone, they're just controlling it.
Erie looking to work that ahead. They bank one off the boards, and now it's jammed up along the boards. And it kicks free for Brennan. Brennan bumped, not off of the puck though. He passes off. And that one's sent up down low and back up to the blue line where it's fumbled by Brennan and kicks out all the way to the Mountaineer defensive zone for Forsyth.
Good breakout for Mountaineers. That's when the see good transition there.
Brennan now entering the offensive zone for West Virginia. He looks to pass one across but blocked off. Erie's defense all over that one.
Now here comes this power play.
And the power play underway. It will start from the Mountaineer defensive zone there due to the Erie lug down the ice. And now Forsyth passes across for Belmore. Belmore sends it deep into the zone. Looking to pass one out in front there. Going after it and getting it is Lane. Lane drops one off for Buckley. Buckley goes back for Lane. And then receives it back. Now a cross-ice pass for Collins. Collins' shot doesn't go through on goal. Now pass all the way across the offensive zone, and now set up for Collins. Nearly intercepted there. That was a dangerous feed. And a shot in there, loose in front, and it goes around the boards and out of the zone. Bobby Z will come out to settle it down.
We'd like to see more shots on that power play. A couple shots they got early on, had some good opportunities. So the Mountaineers got to keep pucks on net, keep it simple so far, because a lot of their opportunities are just coming from plays like that.
Puck dumped around the boards. Power play expired for West Virginia. Nothing really dangerous outcome of that.
A missed opportunity for them.
Erie sends it down low. West Virginia retreating back to get it. And Erie forcing the defensive zone turnover.
It's that 2-1-2 they're playing right now. They had two guys on the puck. And they gotta make that pass quick. You beat one guy, and that's all it takes to get that breakout. But so far, they're not being that initial guy in that forecheck.
Lane looking for space and opportunity, and he finds the promised land with a dump down into the West Virginia offensive zone. One of those tarps. What are those?
Three squirrel bombs this morning now.
Yeah, we're at 3 squirrel bombs.
Well, nice Sunday morning. But those are when this rink is. You probably know this, but during the summer, this rink's a indoor basketball thing. So those are hoops. Put the thing on, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
They used to sit up here right beside us. They had basketball hoops to sit right there in the corner. Yeah.
I don't even trust this roof with that much amount of weight. To take a step, I feel like I'm going to fall through.
Yeah, no, I mean, it says max of 4 people. We've crowded some people up here before with basketball hoops.
Does it say 4 people plus all the equipment we got up here?
Yeah.
Holy Toledo. My mom's going to love that phone call when I fall through the roof. Yeah, your son's inside of Bow Park.
He is one with Bow Park.
He is in Bow Park.
Good one-time shot there from Evangelista. Now it goes back down low. Another pass out in front. That one goes past everybody. And now it's battled for along the far wall. Back up to the blue line. West Virginia with a drive, and that one gets patted aside.
Those points from the shots. I'm a point shot guy. Like, there you go. That's a perfect example right there. Having a nice little scoring opportunity. Someone's there for the rebound. Kicked wide open there.
Oh, Erie with a little between the legs deke there.
Dangle. It's pretty impressive.
They've been spending all their time on NHL 20 looking up some dangle combos.
Oh, definitely. I could see it.
West Virginia sending it around the boards. Bit of a collision there with Brennan and one of the Cat forwards.
They got to focus on getting the puck out. Ooh,
yeah, that's a trip.
Yeah, surprise. That's a missed call by the refs there because that was a clear trip. But the Mountaineers really got to focus getting that puck out. Those turnovers on the blue line there really kills you because you're so close to getting it out and it gets dumped right back in. As a defenseman, you're like, oh, here we go again. Definitely doesn't help the morale of the team when you can't get the puck out after like many attempts. So this forward check by Erie is pretty effective so far. They gotta adapt, make some adjustments.
Virginia players on top of an Erie player.
There you go, being for the boys. When you guys dive in, I'm coming with.
We'll see what comes of this from a penalties perspective. You have 48 seconds from getting into the locker room, and at least I guess if there's any solace to be had in this, if you wind up being shorthanded time there, yeah.
Did not know that.
Everyone always likes to talk about, the clean sheet of ice, but when you don't have that constant 2 minutes and it's broken up, you tend to be less successful.
Because what I've been kind of like preached at by coaches kind of like growing up is like you don't want to get a penalty late because when you go into the next period, you're already down. So momentum-wise, I like to see what the stats looks like when the penalty is broken up, it's up or not.
That'd be interesting to look at. And for the third time now in the 2 games that we've called, a really bad whistle from a referee while the puck was not covered.
Yeah,
we had 2 of them yesterday.
Yeah, that was, obviously lucky for the Mountaineers because that was kicked out, wide in the slot, high slot, and that's money-making area. That's called Max Hedges' scoring area in the high slot. So, yeah, Mountaineers just getting lucky on that call. They really got to focus on this penalty kill again because ECC, definitely the skill team. They're pretty good offensively.
Now, if you could hear some of that on-ice chatter there, Max, after the whistle, Erie's not happy because this has been a recurring thing the last years. All 3 times that it was called, it was to Erie's disadvantage now. Wow. So they're definitely a bit aggravated, especially after losing yesterday.
So, yeah, that's definitely a plus for the Mountaineers here. You got to take advantage of that. Be nice to the ref. Compliment him, tell him he smells good. If they're calling you away, you don't want to piss him off.
Give him some restaurant advice.
Yeah, give him restaurant advice. Like, hey, man, like after the game, want a couple drinks? Like, I'm in.
And, drop off a squirrel bomb at the referee locker room at intermission.
All the squirrel bombs. All the squirrel bombs.
You just gotta help out your boys in the zebra stripes.
I'm definitely a bribe guy. I'll think of something clever to give them.
There you go. That will do it for period number 1. West Virginia trailing 1-0 to Erie Community College. Erie will have 1 minute and 12 seconds of leftover power play time to start period number 2. We'll be back for the start of the second period here at the Bow on the West Virginia Hockey Network. And we're back for the start of the second period. Sides have flipped. Erie still on the power play, and they'll bring it into the zone.
Yeah, we're back here. Got a nice little Tim Hortons coffee. I'm scarfed up. Studied abroad, not a big deal. I'm ready to go here. Let's see if the boys can plot one here in the second period.
Erie looking to score their second here on this power play. Mountaineers going to look to kill this off and answer for a shot. And
right there, that little shot guy looked like I taught him that. But good shot by the ECC right there. Wide open on the point. He was moving to the center. Shot left. Hard to see for a goalie when a player that far away is moving. A little screen in net. So good play by that. But that penalty kill. Gotta be a little more aggressive. Hey, how did that stat guy go? You said like when there's a period breaking the penalty.
They're usually less successful. Yeah.
Well, it didn't work this time. So
it did not.
Yeah, the Mountaineers gotta be more aggressive. They gotta get going here because ECC can just run over the game now. Looks like if they want to.
Now, a lot less scoring this game, too. We had a 2-1 game after the first yesterday. We've only got 2-0 right now.
Popped right to the right. Little chip guy from the ECC guy in front of the net.
Now, West Virginia here looking to break out of the zone with speed. This is the kind of stuff they scored on yesterday, and that shot gets patted aside.
His winger's got to be closer to the net. Now, there's a wide open rebound slot. If he was there, it would have been easy goal, but not that quick to the net. So you gotta be more aggressive. That's what I keep saying, and they're just not looking hungry right now.
That's the right shot in that situation. Shoot it off the far pillar, get it to pop out on the other side.
Great play in that initial breakout. Initial breakaway.
Now a chip ahead. Evangelista trying to get to it, but Erie sends it back in deep.
Evangelista, such a hockey name. Like that's what I'm hearing in NHL 20. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, with that icing there. Let's talk about best hockey name you've ever heard.
Ooh, definitely not Hedges. Hedges just sounds like boring.
And my color guy's name was Jack Dangle. Used to play for the University of Utah. His last name is Dangle.
That's a good one. I like Galchenyuk.
I
like Galchenyuk and put the guy.
I can't say I saw that coming. The addition of a nice friendly cheeseburger can help out anything.
Yeah, Phil's the man. Gotta love it. Good forward check from Mountaineers. They intercepted that breakout. Like looks like a third.
I think it's their second line, but this is probably, in my opinion, their best line here.
Okay.
Mohart and Shepard and Lane on the ice.
So they're looking hungry. Got to stop that. Look at that. Just straight to the puck. An on-scoring chance. Literally, if you look at most scoring opportunities in this league, in the ACHA, it comes off of breakdowns on the breakout for the other team. So if you're on a forecheck, you got to be hungry and take advantage of those turnovers real quick. Shot on that, and see if we can see that from there.
West Virginia looking to break into the zone. They're unable to do so. Now the dump in, racing onto it there is Shepard. Shepard puts on the brakes. A good pass out in front, and Belmore can't pull the trigger on the shot.
A good pass. Didn't even look. That was a no-look guy, right?
He's been watching a bit of Sid play. Yeah. Doing that best Crosby impression with that dish.
Eyes the back of his head. Great to be at belly in the soft area where the puck support. Good opportunity like what I saw there.
Sable with a bit of forecheck, but Erie able to stay strong on the puck. Sable still sticking with it. Almost forced a turnover a couple times. Now Buckley coming over to help.
Johnny Sable, always the hardest working guy on the line. Love to see it, and he gets rewarded more often than not for his hard work. Let's see if we can get one tonight.
Yeah, I think Belmore might have just committed a felony there with that hit. That was a cracker. Yeah.
Johnny had a good scoring opportunity. Sorry, a little stutter there, but scoring opportunity right on the top of the dot here. He's just got to get that net, but he's in a good spot to intercept that, and that's what he did.
Belmore with it. He takes a shot through traffic. It deflects around. Diving on top and covering it up is Erie.
This goalie likes to move outside of his crease, likes to grab the puck. So how you beat that is just get guys around the net. This goalie likes to move side to side big time. So, they just got to get these grindy goals. Nothing pretty tonight. Nothing pretty this morning. Just grind it out, and I think they're getting a lot of opportunities that way.
Delaney on the draw. He's rocking that flow. Trying to send one back up to the blue line.
The grease flow.
With it now is Erie. They'll work it ahead. Possibly a 2-on-1 developing here. There's the pass across and fanned on. Unable to get that shot away off the 1T.
Yeah, Delaney looks like he uses horse shampoo in the morning. Wakes up, brushes his mane, throw that in there.
What's going on in this D2 team? You got Delaney, you got Collins. There's some that you don't see as well too, with like Mohart and Shepard and some of those guys.
Good head of hair on these guys for sure. I look like I got a bowl cut, so I can't really. There we go. Oh, little self trip. Sniper got him in the middle of the slot there. Right after puck jumped over his skate. Morgantown City Sniper somewhere out in the stands tonight.
Hey, he lives up in the rafters of the bow, I swear.
Oh, he grabs me sometimes.
Pass ahead for Brennan. Brennan stretches one, and Buckley unable to handle it, and away comes Erie now.
Buckley's either just got to let that guy go in, chip it in, or really got to catch that pass because he just, basically broke it out for the other team there. And if he would have caught that puck or chipped it in.
You're looking to switch the direction of play. Now a long lead pass, and racing after it there is Buckley. Buckley plays it around the boards. Getting to it there is Sable. Sable's pass goes off the side of the cage and winds up back around behind.
This Sable, Buckley, belly line get another opportunity here. They good shift last time. Looked like coaching staff getting another opportunity there.
Now, real hard working line and physical too. They're hard on the puck. They force a lot of turnovers, and even if they can't force you to turn it over, they'll make you wish you never had it.
I think they got because Johnny's got to look up there. He's got a little more room than just to dump it in, but. No one around him, should have really dumped it in there, but hey, not a bad job, not a bad decision. But this line here with Belly and Johnny and Buckley's a good line because Buckley's a little more skill guy, and you got your two guys who like to work hard. Your workhorses get the pucks in dirty areas, so I like this there. Ass in front of that, looking for a goal tonight maybe. Yeah,
he walked right across the blue line and let one go. It was labeled for the left corner. A good glove save there by the keeper.
Yeah, this keeper, he's pretty good. But like I said earlier, he moves side to side pretty good. So you got to move that puck, get it moving, and finally opens one.
Mohart, Lane, and Shepard. Very smaller speed skill line definitely for this group here.
Not gonna lie, the Stees on ECC is not very good. They're wearing chrome cages. They got their buckles, loops flying. They definitely outplay the Mountaineers, but the Mountaineers are outplaying them in the look section on the ice, not what to wear on the ice, like buddy. No, but hey.
I think that should be a segment on the YouTube channel, how to dress with Max Hedges.
Even then, like I'm not probably the best guy to ask that to. But I keep it simple. I don't really do anything flary. Like I think someone on the WVU's coaching staff has black ugly. Definitely gonna have to change that.
West Virginia looking to work it out of their own end now. Goes in deep. West Virginia settles it down. Now they look for a pass lane out in front. That one blocked off by Erie. That's the other thing. It feels like how the last game felt from a defensive perspective, just flipped. West Virginia can't get that puck into the dangerous areas. Well, every time Erie enters the zone, it enters a dangerous area.
Yeah, I mean, Erie's just quicker. They look quicker right now. They just make one move into the middle. The Mountaineers giving a little too much space. We give skill guys, which they got a lot of on the ECC. Skill guys for time and space, like that's all they want, like that's all they need, like. And so definitely they got to adjust to that. Not give them the opportunities in that time. And missing pucks, missing passes. That's another thing that's been going on. Some passes not connecting, missing opportunities, and with a team like ECC who are connecting, you see what's going on.
Yeah, and I think that was the big thing for West Virginia. If they capitalized on every single opportunity. My favorite goal of the game, Lane, short-handed, was able to come around behind the net, stick lift the Tendy, and tuck one in on him short-handed.
That's kind of sick. I wish I saw that. But this goalie, he's coughing up a little bit of some rebounds.
Yeah, I mean,
a little scuffle guy there. 21 on ECC versus who's that?
That's Forsyth.
Is that Forsyth?
All I'm saying, I didn't see Forsyth throw a single punch. So
yeah, I mean, all Forsyth can just easily chirp. Be like, man, like your Steez is pretty low. don't even know what's going on right now. They're yelling. Well, is that?
It's always a great idea if you're ECC. Take on the entire bench. That always goes well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've done that time or two. When you're feeling the game, and you're in the game, and you're up, and you look at the other bench, you just go, oh. You get the boys riled up. So I mean, it's almost good to take the other team's bench because you can get the whole team in their head, And they're more likely to get a penalty than you because you got 10 guys. What's going on here?
So we just had an ECC player go to the box, but we still got 5 on the ice.
Yeah, this is where we need like a texting with the ref. We ask, yo, what's going on?
We got to mic one up. We need our own like Mike Pereira, like what they have on Fox.
I'm the last guy they should ask to do that. Holy crap, I don't know anything.
Yeah, so apparently even with a man in the box, we stay 5 on 5. Not too much of a punishment for punching someone in the face here.
Did they take Forsythe too?
No, Forsythe didn't go. It was only the ECC player.
Yeah, okay. Because I can't see the box with this freaking pillar in front of me.
Yeah, there's Forsythe right there on the ice. So
Delaney's got to look there. Can't just throw away those opportunities. But good sustained pressure for a little bit.
ACC going to go ahead and enter the zone now, and they will enter it offside, so a stoppage in play here with 10:53 to go in period number 2.
This is a short period, short game.
Yeah, but not a lot of whistles. Yeah, that's something that I noticed yesterday too. There were either a lot of whistles in rapid succession or no whistles. Like we had a period of time where ECC, they won the draw, took a slap shot fail off the draw. Yeah. It was covered up like 5 face-offs in a row.
Wow. There's that Sable, Bellamore, and Buckley line back out. Looks like the bench is shortening up already.
And Sable taking a man out there behind the net.
There we go. Good forecheck. The defenseman's got to be in that blue line now. Keep that puck in. So the boys don't have to go out of the zone.
Yeah, this definitely the most aggressive forecheck is that one. That's a squirrel bomb.
That's another squirrel bomb. That's 4.
Catching one of those banners that are up on the roof.
But I just think the Mountaineers are giving these guys a little too much respect in terms like they're playing way too safe. They're not being aggressive enough. And ECC, they are a skilled team. They got skilled guys, but they can still make mistakes, which they have. And if they're a little more aggressive, they can intercept some more passes. Stay on that last forecheck. It was a good forecheck there. But the defenseman, if he stay in that blue line, we'll have more time in the offensive zone. So just a little bit of adjustments here, but they're right there.
Shepard with it now behind the net, looking to set something up for this West Virginia offense, wake it up a little bit. He passes down low from Mohart. That one kicks free. I'll tell you right now, that goalie doesn't glove that. It's a great opportunity out in front.
Last 2 minutes been pretty good for the Mountaineers. But they gotta get a little more better scoring opportunities. Like you said earlier in the game, that all their scoring opportunities usually are coming from around the house, outside the house. They gotta get in there. They gotta get in the dirty areas, get in the money-making areas where they can blot someone, get something greasy.
Face off one back to the blue line. Shot through traffic, and that one, somehow the goalie got a piece of that. I don't know how he saw it.
I don't think he saw it. I think he just let him hit him.
Now that one's springing all the way down. ECC going to win this race to negate out what could have been an icing. Now Erie with a pass out in front. Cross ice, it connects, and there's the shot, and it goes just high and wide. Now the puck played down low. ECC with another shot, and that one goes off of Bobby Z and back behind the net.
ECC guy just able to walk from the wall, get a nice open shot there. You got to clean up the defensive zone there for the Mountaineers.
Now the puck comes free, and ACC looks to play it along again. They lug it through center ice.
Being a little too pretty in that last offensive play. And now that's a breakout for ECC, so they keep it simple. You're down 2-0. No need to try to walk through a guy. Get it on net and crash.
Now the Mountaineers looking to get it out of their own end. That one goes right to the point man for ECC, and now they walk in down low with a shot, and that one goes up into the netting. Squall bomb.
That with 6?
I think we're at 5 right now. 5, yeah.
Oh, damn. That's a morning. That's a Sunday morning.
Yeah,
5 squirrel bombs.
That's how I want to start my morning.
I need to take that before.
Forget this mellow yellow. Give me a 6 squirrel bombs.
Oh, yeah. It's my morning regiment. Wake up, slam 5 squirrel bombs.
Test prep 101 with Quinn and Max.
Yeah. That's how I stay for econ. But again, that last play, that ECC guy just able to walk in from the half wall.
All the walls are half walls here. Good shot there from West Virginia. That one goes around the boards.
Don't even know if these are actual boards. Go Park, they probably found these in the dumpster. What a greasy rig. Walking in here, just seeing these pillars, I just wonder what other teams think.
Yeah, well, they haven't even hit the ice surface yet, so.
Yeah. This ice surface looks like it's a pond. So many bumps and crevices.
Oh, yeah. Big hit behind the net there by ECC. Now it's passed up ahead for Brennan. Brennan has it off of his stick, delayed offside, so West Virginia gets possession.
Come on, get there. Ooh. Brennan's got to be a little more aggressive again. He kind of just let them have the puck there. He kind of just chipped it. Didn't really try to go around him. Turnover.
Yeah, been a bit of lackadaisical play from both sides here. Yeah. ECC is kind of using their skill to make up for it.
Yeah. Lately, the first period, ECC was just, they were buzzing. They've kind of let the gas up. But the Mountaineers, this is where they need to, pedal to the metal. Come out gangbusters.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a team that's relying on skill and not so much hard work, you can outwork them and still win it. That's what they did.
Easily.
That's what they did yesterday. They just outworked them and were able to get out to the early lead and didn't look back.
The opportunities are there. I think ECC kind of looks a little lackadaisical, like you said, on some plays. And if now they're just a little more aggressive, a little more just, right there. That's a perfect pinch right there. Do plays more like that, they're going to get more opportunities.
And maybe the unnoticed play there was your boy Sable going right up to the blue line to cover for his defenseman that had pinched in.
He does all the little things correct. The guy just knows where to go. He works hard. He knows where he needs to be. Really smart hockey guy. Watches a lot of hockey. He knows what he's doing. He's a great addition to this line here. Come on, Johnny. Ooh.
Oh, Sable, that shot gets blocked off. I spent a lot of time talking to Sable on some away trips last year when he was one of the scratch guys last year and was able to crack the lineup and really making his mark this year. But he was one of the scratch guys we spent a lot of time hanging out and talking. Really cool guy too.
Awesome kid. Johnny again making a nice pass.
Belmore's just got to corral that and pull the trigger.
Yeah, gotta catch that. But Johnny, good play. He's buzzing that. He's feeling pretty confident. I think he's gotten better throughout the year in terms of his confidence. I think.
Oh, there's the goal.
That's what he needed. Oh, Belly just shoved the guy after the play, but great goal. That's what we call getting to the net, getting in the dirty areas. That was off a rebound. Just got there, crashed the net, and that's what you need to do. Now it's 2-1, 6 minutes left in the second period. You're right in this game. And now Belly made a nice little shove at the end of the play. We scored. Get the hell out of my face. It's a nice little FU moment. But, good sportsmanship, you could say, probably.
Oh, yeah. I think Belly's just happy he didn't get a penalty right now. That probably should. That's such a momentum detractor if you get a goal and follow it right up with 2 minutes in the sin bin.
But if you get away with that, it's like, I'll be saying things to the other team I can't say on air.
Yeah, so there was your favorite line, getting one, your Sable, Belmore, and Buckley line, Buckley, Potton. Now my line's on the ice, my guys here, and here they come. Shepard down the wing, he drops one off, and Lane unable to get there to it. And now it comes back to the blue line for Collins with a drive, and that one into the chest and held.
Collins, smart play. He stayed on the blue line. He recognized that, the breakout's probably going to go to the far side, so he went to the weak area and got that puck in and kept it in the zone. So that's what we need more of Mountaineers, staying up aggressive, looking for opportunities to intercept the pass. Good play by him.
At this point, that puck comes free. West Virginia has it. A backhand try. That one found its way on frame. I don't think the goalie ever saw it, but his positioning was good to get it from their own end. Erie able to force the turnover there momentarily. West Virginia takes it back. Now they pass cross ice, and they look to work it through center. Into the offensive end now. That one goes up high. And nearly taking out a couple of our fans here at the Bow, and that's another one.
6.
We are at 6 now.
If I didn't have practice or homework tonight, oh boy. I didn't even see where that puck went. I don't leave my contacts in. That's another thing about this rink. It's so dark, like the outside, outside the pool, in the air.
You just lose it.
You lose it.
Yep.
Such a greasy rink. Oh, good play there. They're back out there. My boys are back out there.
Yeah, they're double shifting them right now for sure.
I love it. Keep riding it. Let it ride. Right now we're at the craps table, and the chips are down, and we're just rolling the dice every time. Hope we're not hitting the 7.
That puck iced all the way down. And you can hear I don't know if you can hear some of the conversation going down on the ice. This line is in their heads.
They're talking trash. I bet Johnny's throwing some things out there.
They're chirping one another. And
Johnny's terms are kind of funny because he's such a nice kid. You know, like such a nice guy, and he's just like probably chirping like, "Hey man, your skates are untied." Like, you know, and honestly, he's probably just helping out. But the other team's like, "Oh, this kid,
that guy."
Yeah.
Oh, dangle all the way in down low, and a good defensive play there by Forsyth to force him off to the side.
Yeah,
he's
ran
down.
The boards hard. Mayev got the wind knocked out of him. I'm not sure if there was any extracurriculars from the Mountaineers, but it looks like ECC's coach is not happy right now. I can hear him all the way down from the other end, and maybe he's a little too caffeinated. Who knows?
And I saw the coaching staff out getting a coffee out here by the before the game started.
Because it's noon on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
High energy. Oh, he's still going at it. He's saying some stuff. Would not want to be on that bench right now.
Bench minor a possibility here in this situation?
I mean, yeah. If you keep, we'll have to see that.
Lennon needed to get that puck out across the blue line there. He's unable to do so. Here he's staying with it now.
But you gotta be aggressive on there. You gotta have one to get the puck out, and didn't really look like that in the last shift.
You want to see some aggression? Check out Erie's goalie coming out almost to the blue line there to play that puck.
He's ready to go this morning. Comes down to him, so that means he's looking for more. The puck come closer to him, so shots from the point really are good.
And you gotta shoot from way out, pitch the corner.
Exactly.
Why don't hockey teams just throw a sumo wrestler in there and let him just sit down?
I mean, that's honestly a good idea, but it might crack the ice.
Hey, I mean, maybe here.
Yeah, everything will break here. This freaking place. I feel like honestly, I don't think this has had an asbestos check in 20 years.
I'll never forget the game. I think the Zamboni was what punched a hole in the ice and they just canned the game.
Yeah. Well, no, they were the lady running the Zam didn't realize they're out of propane, and that's what these things run on, which is kind of cool. Propane, whatever. Run this big ass machine, and they left it on the ice, like in the middle of zamming. She's like, "Oh crap! Like I'm out of propane," so she takes don't really mix, especially when it's warm, because it was just being used on a machine.
I remember I was sitting up here calling that game, and it was like 40 minutes. Yeah, and I had to just sit here and fill time for like 40 minutes of broadcast.
Was that your freshman year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's my sophomore year. Yeah. So good experiences here at Boat Park, City Rad. They definitely got qualified people running this place.
Oh, for sure.
I hope they're not listening. Are we going to get fined for that?
Maybe.
City Morgantown's going to send out an assassin to come get me.
That puck going all the way down. The West Virginia Mountaineers will touch up for icing with 58 to go in period number 2. We got ourselves a little 2-1 scoreline. West Virginia is able to bring it back in here.
And here are the boys back down.
There's your boys back on the ice.
This is where, you play what's that, FanDuel? You can pick like your line for a game.
I've never played it, but those are your boys.
That's my boys. I'm putting my money on here. Here's the puck line for me. These guys getting some points. Oh, look at that. Again, Johnny finally, he knows where to put the puck. Belly's looking for it. He's on that. He needs to be higher though. He can't score a goal, below the circle. He's got to be higher. No, so it's 7.
Oh, 7.
That's 7
score bumps. Keep it going for you then.
When me and Gooks go to Squirrels after a big game, big win, I buy those in tens.
Oh my god. I buy
those in tens. My stomach, my body's just like, what are you putting in? What are you putting in yourself?
But never the day before a game.
Yeah. No, never. I actually abide by the 24-hour rule. I'm captain.
Yeah, you got to lead by example.
My apartment's on High Street, so sometimes I just look outside and just part of me dies. A little part of me dies inside because I'm seeing all these, good-looking females walking around, like, my boys out there, and I'm just like, stuck in here playing Xbox. Yeah, gotta love hockey. That top shelf there.
Delaney looking to work it down low. Now it sends up to the blue line for Collins. Collins goes back to Brennan. It goes around the boards. Down low for Delaney. Delaney tries to set one up for Evangelista, and it comes free with 2-1, and that will do it for period number 2. West Virginia clearly on the scoreboard, but they made it a little bit better. It was 2-0. Now it is 2-1.
It was a good period. Good period. They got one on the net. So I just think they got to be a little more aggressive. When they were aggressive, they had the good opportunities. That's where they got that goal from. And last thing I did see that goal down before he left a little ball flip into his glove. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, fancy. That was cool. He looked at it. I'm not kidding you. And I looked back at him. I was like, all right.
Here at the Bow on the Morgantown Hockey Network. And we're back for the start of period number 3. West Virginia trailing by 1. Quinn Kuski here alongside of Max Hedges, captain of the D1 hockey team. As Erie Community College takes a shot in. That one patted aside by Bobby Z. Comes up off the boards. Erie looking to set one back up out in front. There's the pass and a shot down low. Bobby Z gets on top of it.
Yeah, great save by Bobby Z. So I was a little bit late coming up to the booth, but looked like I ate a little something too spicy last night, so I was had to take care of business.
Hey, it happens. Oh, there goes the chair. Oops. Max is out here throwing our quality metal foldable chairs around.
Just perfectly handcrafted metal dented chairs.
Hey, take a couple hockey pucks, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I still remember freshman year when we lost a camera to hockey puck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one came up here during a game. We caught the camera right in the lens. That was back when we weren't even on YouTube yet.
What were we on?
Live stream.
That's a hell of a website.
Yeah, it was something.
Who decided to go and move it to YouTube?
Your boy.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you just making moves.
Live stream, it was expensive and not smart.
You had to
We
pay
paid to live stream.
YouTube's free.
Exactly.
And it's easier to access.
Mm-hmm. The big thing with live stream was that it came with the software to set up the stream too. Now we can stream onto YouTube. Yeah. But it still winds up being quite a bit more cost effective than live stream ever was.
Look at you, man, just optimizing the business.
Allowed us to get,
Did you get promoted for that?
Yeah, I went from head of the broadcast to head of the broadcast with new stuff.
Like that.
Yeah.
Put that in the LinkedIn. Addison just patrolling the slot area right now, taking a look.
And that goes around behind. Collins with a great play there. Will defend that off, and it skips out to center ice. Erie has to retreat. Your line's on the ice.
My boys, I was telling them in the locker room, like, you guys are buzzing Johnny. Just making good plays. He's looking like a different Johnny I know. Johnny has sins,
Oh, yeah.
He's just ripping out there. The confidence is
little Johnny Bravo action
Johnny
going
Bravo
on.
guy. Just Johnny Confidence. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Johnny Confidence.
That Tinder account's going to be popping tonight after the game.
Tinder, Bumble, Hinge is a new move.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. I'm behind the times.
Hinge is if you want to date like a basic white girl, you go on Hinge. That's like basic white girl habit.
Oh man.
Are you on Hinge? See, you shook your head like you were like.
She's in the know. I guess I'm starting to hit boomer status. I guess.
Is that white girl status? A white girl like in terms of like Hinge is that like the rap on it? You never heard of it? I use it in Dallas a lot.
Oh man.
It's not. I mean, it hasn't been effective for me so far, but then again, like.
You're still that the dyslexic ADHD baby giraffe.
Says dumb stuff 24/7. Definitely something. I'm a girl's dream.
Oh yeah. He's single, ladies.
Yeah, I'm single. Dying inside. I'm lonely. I spend my free time broadcasting hockey. That's good. Follow me on Twitter.
You're not allowed up here when I broadcast hockey, but if you want to sit down below and watch me broadcast hockey from the rink, you're welcome to.
Watch my highlight feed sitting on a chair. That's good.
You got one of those huddle things that all the high school football players use. It's just videos of you sitting on a chair. That is a good shot in on goal, snared by the trapper though.
Is there a game going on?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Oops. What are these pieces of wood up here doing?
There might be I don't know. Maybe there's a hole in the roof.
These are new. Where do we play hockey? I mean, it really looked like someone from Bob the Builder made this ring.
It was a forgotten project from the former TV show Destroy, Build, Destroy. They just forgot to destroy it the second time.
I mean, honestly. God. Oh, God.
Bo Park. The Bo.
I wait tell my buddies back home where I play it. I'm like, would you imagine a legit barn with no insulation that looks like it's built in the 60s and it has not been updated since?
The sheet of ice is not regulation. All the boards are half wall.
It's not regulation. I'm pretty sure if you measure this out,
it's not wide enough.
It's not wide enough. This thing, it's literally like a box. We play in a box. And that's why the games here are pretty physical because you're so close to one another. There's not a lot of space to move.
All right, shot in on goal.
That's a little glove action there.
I haven't gotten a great look at Bobby Z's mask. Is it one of those? It's an all white mask. I think it has the stitches on it.
Stitches, yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite masks of all time.
I think it's classic. You can take that at any team. You don't have to worry about the color scheme.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I got stitches on my face.
And I know the original. I don't know if this is how Bobby Z's done it as well. The original, it started as an all white mask. And every time it got hit by a puck, he added stitches where the puck hit it.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, that was how the first one was done.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's how Bobby Z's doing it too, but it's a really cool mask if it is.
I like that. Are you a goalie pads guy? Are you one to I get into it?
I play goalie in NHL 20, so I've gotten into my pad stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, not good turnover there.
Good save by Bobby. Great rebound deflection there too to flip it up into the corner.
Taking his arm and doing that. I know how goalies do that once. If I was a goalie, I would just be really focused on look at belly donuts just running into kids.
It's a bit of a greasy line in the greasy bow.
I love it. That's why I love that line. You got Johnny Sabes, Johnny S. He's just out there buzzing.
Right out in front there. Johnny S. just about got you one.
Johnny S. out here just. Johnny on the spot. He's just out here, if I'm betting on a player to make some good plays in the game, I'm betting on Johnny. Johnny just knows what to do. He's a genius. He's also single. Not a big deal. And Johnny's a catch, man. If I was a girl, Johnny's a catch.
Now he's Johnny confident too.
Yeah, smart guy, decent hockey player. Come on. This is what I was thinking. At games, we need to hand out brochures of every player and their Instagram by the girls. So we just go around the net, go around the rink, see who's here. Hey, see what the boys at. Show them some love.
I think instead of introducing players by where they're from, you should submit your Tinder bio into the box, and it's awesome. Announce the starter's name and then your Tinder bio.
See, the next step here is we need to get a big projector screen somewhere. And then on the intros, we throw up the picture, Instagram, Tinder, boom. So these girls are that guy's a good-looking guy, when me and Gooks roll off in the starting lineup for the D1 games, You just put our profiles up there, and these girls just taking it down. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you got to
ideas, guy.
I'm just saying, when you get that Snapchat takeover, you got to take advantage.
I try. That's what I get every weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm just hey, Bree, give me Snapchat takeover. Thanks.
And it's gone from there.
Ooh, that should have been a little slew foot guy over there.
Yeah, Evangelista did a good job there avoiding what would have been a much more dangerous collision had he not ducked to the side.
I was in the locker room there, and coach was telling the boys, be aggressive, move your feet. That's he's got the right game plan for the boys here. Get a little more aggressive. Don't want to be sleepwalking in this third period.
Hey, the less stoppages in play, we got football starting up here in 15 minutes. So.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I gotta change my lineup real quick. Thanks for reminding me. In my league, if I lose fantasy, I have to put my height in my bio. Be one of those guys. That's literally the losing thing. Last place has to put the height in the bio, and that's a killer. That's a killer. If I had that, my views on my profile would go down probably a good 80%.
Oh no. My league's punishment, we got we got a good shot in there on goal, but Bobby Z pads that aside. Second shot in, Bobby's going to cover that one on up. My league punishment, I got two, both have pretty good punishments. One of them, we got a 3 million Scoville unit hot sauce.
Oh my gosh.
That's the league punishment for one.
Is that the hottest we can buy on Amazon?
That's the hottest we could find. We had to go to one of those specialty hot sauce stores.
Just drink it raw? Just slam it down in a shot?
We're going to get you a little, so what we're going to do, one of my buddies works at a Mexican restaurant. And so one of the guys, the guy that actually runs the league works at a Mexican restaurant. And so he's going to give the hot sauce to the chef, and he's going to add it to just one bite of a burrito. And you got to eat the whole burrito, not knowing where in that burrito that hot sauce is going to pop up.
It's that spicy where you would know.
It'll light you on fire. Oh yeah, you'll regret taking that bite very soon after.
One time in my freshman year, my buddy dared me to do, like, I think he bought, might be the same hot sauce you guys are talking about, but I had to do a cap full of it. Just raw. My insides were on fire. I had to yak it up. It was,
you know you're in trouble. The second the hot sauce, the second you swallow it, if you get the hiccups, it's over.
Oh my God,
it's over.
Spicy hiccups. Sounds
yep.
That's what the U.S. government might do to terrorists when we get them. It's just, hey, drink this hot sauce.
There you go.
That's called torture right there.
Oh yeah,
Grade A torture. So
the other league that I'm in, it's a all West Virginia league. Everyone here goes to this school.
WVU.
And the league punishment, whoever gets last place, first day of classes next semester, they got to wear a Pitt jersey.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
A good one. Yeah, this pier's just flying by again.
Yeah, not a lot of stoppages in play, and you still got 13:28 to go in the third. Plenty of time for West Virginia to get one here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they got to get one. They're down by one. I mean, I want to see some free hockey. I want to get on an overtime call there.
Oh, yeah.
A little 3-on-3 guy. Maybe a shootout action.
Oh, for sure.
Sweet. Never called a game in the shootout. That'd been fun to do. Great. Everyone's little deeks moves.
I can't remember if it was D1 or D2 when we had a shootout go to like 20 rounds.
Oh, that must have been you got D2 because we haven't. This year you talking about?
Last year, I think it was.
Well, I was gone first semester because I was in Poland, so maybe.
Yeah, It was the longest game I've ever called in my entire life. It was legit 20 rounds. No one scored. And then in round 14, one team scored and the other team answered in round 14 to keep it going.
Oh my God.
And they win another 6.
Gotta love it, dude. I love shootouts.
It was so intense, but it was like 1 a.m. I wanted to go to bed.
Was that a Saturday or Friday night?
It was a Friday night.
Okay, so at least you got Saturday to go on.
Oh yeah.
That sucked it this Saturday. Missed from that time to go out. There you go. Good play. Defensive play by the Mountaineers.
Yeah, force him further inside. Don't let him pick that puck back up. Shot in there. Bobby Z covers it. Looks like he thought about passing that one out.
Yeah, not a lot of action this period. Nothing really going on much here.
Some interesting conversation up in the booth, though.
Yeah, definitely. This is the highlights of the game.
We're here to keep you entertained.
When something cool happens, we'll let you know.
Till then, we'll talk about Tinder bios and former West Virginia hockey memories and whatever else comes to mind.
They can watch it again through this TI-84 calculator we got going here. Looks like I used an econ class just zipping across here.
All I'm saying, the way Sable plays this game, you'd think he was a TI-84 calculator.
He is a calculator, man. He's got you just input. He would take all the input. He comes out the output. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a dangerous chance there, right across the net mouth.
Yeah, ECC's coming with a big push here. That D-man, he thought about pitching. He probably should have.
Mohart able to get out of the zone, though.
Yeah.
Mohart got taken down way behind the play there. I don't know if the ref noticed it.
Yeah, I'm not sure these refs
that definitely should have been something.
Yeah. Nice shot there.
Hey, this line here, they know how to pick corners. We saw Mohart.
Boys?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Mohart had a pair of them yesterday, so he was sniping all over the place. Lane had one yesterday as well.
We should definitely start betting on who scores with games. We call.
Yeah, I think we should do an over/under on who gets the first goal of the game.
Sports gambling is illegal now across the country, right?
Not sure. I think it is in West Virginia. I'm not sure about the whole country.
Oh, there you go, this kid.
I mean, sports gambling's always legal if you just throw it on FanDuel.
That's true. Oh, good way to close out that shooter there.
That was a good little play by Bobby Z as that puck was dropping into his crease to block it off to the side, make sure nothing came of it.
Smart goalie. Knows where he needs to put the puck and rebound control, things like that.
And he's got maybe the best fan club in all of the ACHA.
All his boys back home watch?
Oh, yeah. The YouTube comments are usually nuts when he's in the net.
Oh.
They're chanting for MVP. All they want are Bobby Z interviews. It's crazy. He does it for the boys.
Gotta love it. Dude, we're going to get Gordon Gee up here on Friday night.
I was planning on it. We had a bit of broadcast issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the computer decided to update right before the game started.
Sick.
So we missed the whole first period and a good chunk of the second.
Love it.
I wanted Gee up here to start the second period.
Yeah. My mom was telling me that because they didn't come to the game and they're like, we couldn't watch anything.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, did I play good? She's like, honey, I don't even know. Am I stepping on something? Oh, You're looking at it like I was stepping on something, my bad. Oh, never mind.
We're getting in trouble from production up here, you know.
Or production member over here. Steering me down like I always doing something wrong, my bad. There needs to be a mute button on me for sure. Do you have a mute button there?
No, she's got access to our levels right there. Yeah.
Start spewing off random stuff, just clock me out.
I'ma just hear your voice getting quieter and quieter in my ear.
Click. I mean, we'll be surprised if ACHA comes out with an email in a couple weeks. Like, yeah, the guy that calls the game sometimes, get him out of there.
Yeah, we might get the plug pulled on us by Russell Slade, head of the ACHA.
Russell Slade.
Slade, yeah.
Definitely gonna email him after this. What a hockey name, Russell Slade. That's a hockey name.
Yeah, I got his business card in my wallet if you want to shoot him.
You met him?
Yeah, I call for the ACHA. You know,
nice.
National tournaments, wherever they go.
Bring me along, dude.
Oh, they fly me out wherever I go.
No kidding.
Yeah, Dallas last year.
That's my home, man.
I know it is. Yeah.
Ask her you could bring your buddy along this time.
we called in the Texas Legends.
Oh, Texas. Yeah, that's my hometown, Frisco.
Yep. Yeah.
Not a big deal. You went to the other side, the practice sheet, not the arena side. There's a couple banners in my name, but not a big deal.
Oh yeah,
not a big deal.
How about that?
You know, I was the leading point getter for Frisco High School for a little bit. Just a little plop in there. Oh, ECC.
That's slashed it. You can't do that. Down one with 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a good chance here for West Virginia.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely been like worse trippings.
Evangelista had a really bad one in the second. Yeah.
And they didn't call it, so that one's a little soft because the guy was going for the puck, but he did trip him. He looked over the stick. You know, that's a 50-50 call usually. This is one thing I do know about hockey is tripping calls. But nonetheless, the Mountaineers get a chance there.
I think if you're West Virginia, this is almost a must-capitalize power play. Even if you don't score, at least have a really good power play
and get
that momentum. Yeah,
because right now it's down by 10 minutes. Like it's go time. It's crunch time, boys.
Pass across there for Evangelista. He sends it up to the blue line. Collecting it there is Collins. Collins thinks about it, decides to drop one off. Evangelista's shot gets blocked off. It rotates free, and out comes Erie. And West Virginia just took a penalty.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, hooking as Erie left the zone.
That's a killer.
You got a power play for 26 seconds. Congratulations.
Way to go. That's a killer. The guy who got the penalty on that? Can't really see because it's freaking pillar.
I am not sure. I don't see anyone heading to the box.
What a name from this ref over here, Perazzo. That's a
solid hockey name, Perazzo.
Perazzo, get up there.
I was kind of hoping he would look our way, but he's focused on the game. Got to give Perazzo credit.
Way to go, Perazzo. Perazzo's looking good. He's wearing that 4500 helmet over there. He's got white toques. Kid's looking good today.
No black toques though.
No black. Oh, jeez, those are so ugly. Such a grease move. If I see kids on the other team with black toques, I'm like, buddy, you really look like you came out of the woodwork.
If the Bo was a hockey player, it'd have black toques.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. Holy cow. Wait, that was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one. If Bo was a hockey player, yeah, definitely. Definitely would be black toques. What's the convo down the ice now? What's going on down there? Why are they yelling?
Players like to yell. I don't know. They're talking about their GPAs, I'm sure.
That's a solid chip. Hey, buddy, I have a 3.6. Get out of here. You 2.7.
Just never forget when Texas's football team tweeted out how GPA in school history was like a 2.3.
Yeah. That's sick, dude. Sick, buddy.
Congratulations.
And what sucks, dude, is University of Texas is such a good academic school as well.
Oh yeah.
If I got celebrated for having a 2.7, let me in Texas. What the heck,
Yeah, for real. Horns down.
Horns down, baby.
ECC starting to start up a cycle here. Yeah,
this is 4-on-4. They got to be on these guys. They're playing like a pound kill right now. Here we go. Hard on the body there.
Good hit. It's Evangelista putting in some work there.
Solid hockey, man.
That went off the pillars of Bobby Z.
Oh,
Another good hit.
This 10 kid, he knows the puck pretty well. Almost nipped the corner right there.
That one caught glass. And that one right into the trapper, Bobby Z. Holds on.
Yeah, 10 is like a poor man's McDavid, it looks like. I mean, he's got some good speed, moves the puck around well. He definitely is a go-to guy for the offense from him.
Yeah, speaking of McDavid.
McJesus, you mean?
Yeah, I think he's possessed. There's something going on this year.
He's on the man.
I didn't think that I would see him step his game up to another level. But I think there was a conversation of I think everyone knew that McDavid would eventually be better than Crosby. Yeah. And I think this was the year. I think McDavid is currently the best player in the NHL.
What's crazy is that, how I see, I think Crosby's better overall player than Ovechkin, but Ovechkin has way better scoring skill, pure scoring skill. Ovechkin's probably the best goal scorer in NHL history, just pure goal scoring talent. But the thing about McDavid, he has both of those. He's got the speed. Yeah, and the speed of McDavid is what changes everything. Yeah, he's got this goal scoring habit to just make unreal goals. He can make plays. He's if he keeps going, he might be better than Gretzky, honestly, in terms of best player ever.
Could be. Yeah. Could you imagine I was talking to somebody the other day. I said the Penguins and Oilers are just blessed franchises. Yeah. The Pens went from Lemieux to Crosby, and the Oilers went from Gretzky to McJesus.
Yeah. I mean, a little big gap in between, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, wasn't looking pretty for a while for them.
Yeah. The Oilers are having some rough times, and then they like to complain that they don't have wingers after trading away Jordan Eberle and Taylor Hall.
Yeah. Where Eberle go? Is he still in Arizona?
I think he's on the Islanders.
He's always thought he's pretty good.
Yeah. Islanders have been good this year, too.
I mean, the thing about the NHL is just every team's good. That's why I love it. Anyone could be anyone.
No, not the Senators.
The Senators are not very good at all.
They're too busy paying Bobby Ryan way too much money.
Yeah, Bobby Ryan.
Working down low by Lane in that shot. I don't think the goalie knows where it is.
Yeah. That was a good play by them. Oh, there it is! There we go. Nice little play. Look at that, Sally.
That was Shepard putting that one home. There's my line. I told you my line.
They popped off.
There it is.
They popped off today. Definitely a 6 Selly. Would give that little 10 out of 10 guy on that Selly.
Oh yeah.
Looks like I'm having problems with my audio. Sometimes a little too close, a little too soft. I don't know what's going on. But that Selly, enjoyed it. Definitely going on the gram. If there's pics, do we have the photographers out tonight?
That's a great question. I mean, you gotta get one of that Selly, brushing the glove off on the ice like that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's my go-to move. You see me when I score, just
Oh yeah. I think here, do this one for me. Next time you score, do the you drop the stick and pretended it was hot. Yeah, you gotta hit him with that.
Oh, what a just off cocky move as a defenseman,
or hit the Tiger Williams, ride it out to center ice and point at people.
Oh my gosh, I can't do that just any old goal. If I score a late one, I'll do some dumb stuff.
If you ever score an overtime game winner, you gotta hit the Tiger Williams.
You're gonna see me doing some dumb stuff, man. I'm probably gonna try to get beat up by the other team.
Oh man. You got to do the celebrate on the. Brennan tries to work that one around the boards. Erie puts on the brakes. They got 6 minutes left here in regulation time. Down in the Mountaineer offensive zone. Collins going to pinch in and send that back in deep. Now it's twisted down low. And it looks like Max Hedges is going to have to depart us here for the remainder of this one. He said he has a meeting at 1 o'clock. It is 12:59, so best of luck getting there on time, sir. Line for a shot in, and that one goes aside. Another shot there, that one wide and around the boards. Another shot on frame, and that one patted aside and right out of play for a stoppage. Chris Breitsemeter up here in the booth. He's going to jump
so well on the mic for the last few minutes.
You might be getting an overtime call here for too long, Chris. Barring someone else scoring, we got 5:13 to go in period number 3. Tie game at 2. That puck chips in on frame. Bobby Z holds on, and he'll just keep it for the face-off with 5:04 now remaining in the third.
Pardon me if my commentary is a little off. I'm doing the camera as well, but good game for West Virginia so far. They fought pretty hard, kept themselves in the game so far, and like Quinn said, we might be seeing an overtime game here today.
Face-off won by West Virginia. It's taken back and controlled by Forsyth. Forsyth sends that around the boards. Now it's battled for and picked up by ECC. Now it's dropped off for Shepard. Shepard tries to chip one ahead. It bounces free, where it's collected by Forsyth. Delayed offside still ongoing here for ECC. And now West Virginia will exit the zone with the puck in the form of Lane. Lane steps by. He takes a shot, and he almost gets that one home, missing the net. And that played by a high stick by Mohart. So a stoppage in play with 4:26 to go.
Big opportunity there for the Mountaineers late in the game. 4:26 left in regular time, and they had another shot on net there.
That shot. And now racing ahead with it is Shepard. Shepard enters the zone now. He looks for the pass across, and that's blocked off by Erie Community College. Cycling around with it there is Mohart. That puck kicks all the way up to the blue line to be settled down and sent back in deep. Mohart pinches in after that, and it's picked up by ECC. Erie looking to work it out of their own end. They'll do so successfully, and they bring it ahead into the offensive end now. They work one way down low, and they score! Erie puts it home past Bobby Z, and it is 3-2.
Unlucky there. If you're a West Virginia defender, you definitely want to pick him up earlier there. They tried to knock that puck out of his stick, and they just had gotten it out at the last second, but the Erie player was able to reach far enough out with his stick and just get a tap on it, where it went right under the glove of Bobby's.
Definitely a disappointing outcome there, but there's plenty of time left.
Plenty of time left. You are right about that, Quinn. 3:51 remaining, like I said.
Buckley here on the draw. Erie tears after it, and they pick it up in their defensive zone. West Virginia trying to get after it on the forecheck. 3:35 to go in period number 3. They still trail by 1. That one stuffed up out in front. Played back into the corner. Now up to the blue line. Player blows a tire. And Beau Park Sniper gets another one. Now it goes in and around the boards. Erie settles it down around behind. Buckley with a solid hit there along the wall. Battled for now along the far wall. It kicks free and is picked up there by Belmore. Belmore looking to work one out in front. That puck still loose and being battled for. Now it's taken again by Belmore. Belmore trying to ring it around the boards. It's blocked off by Erie. And players come together and scrap for it once again. This time it kicks free all the way out. And a stoppage in play upcoming.
Is that a delayed penalty I see up?
Yeah, it looks like we got some kind of penalty, maybe a hand pass or something too, though. I don't see anyone getting perp walk to the box, so probably a hand pass.
Okay.
Erie with it there off the face-off. They're looking to step through everybody. And there it's picked up by Forsyth. He twists it along, and now it goes to Delaney. Delaney lugs it into the offensive zone. He sends it up looking for Evangelista. That puck goes wide of the cage and around the boards, where it's picked up by Erie, and they'll fork it back out to center. Now it's twisted along, and offsides there on the zone entry is Erie. Face-off taken and sent deep into the West Virginia zone. Down to 2 to go here in the third. What's your time frame to start looking to pull the goalie here, Chris?
Absolutely. I mean, I'd say as soon as you get it up into this offensive 15 seconds, what would you say?
I'm thinking if you start to establish a presence right here, if you get a whistle, I would have pulled it right there. But right now you're looking to establish zone time. You can see Bobby Z looking to the bench, waiting to see what the decision is from the coach. Getting down to about 1:30. I'd say it's about that time right now.
Got to grab this puck there if they want Bobby Z to come out.
And there's a penalty. That's going to hurt the cause. Bad checking from behind right there. Man had his head down facing the wall, got a hit right into the boards. It's going to be an easy call every single time, and West Virginia's going to be shorthanded for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, Bobby was ready to start ripping up the ice with that 4:3:40 time and heading to the bench, but they called that back and he had to stay.
Now you can't rule out West Virginia here even on the kill. They got one shorthanded yesterday, so it is doable. This one played up to the blue line by Erie. They're content to just sit there and hold it if West Virginia will let them. That shot in, patted aside by Bobby Z. Now it goes around boards and back up to the point. Erie forced to retreat back to center. I don't think they mind this at all. They'll happily play keep away for the next minute of time. Erie going all the way back behind their own net before starting up a breakout. Now they accelerate into the offensive end. That pass right across the net mouth, just missing the mark. Great chance there. Another stoppage with 43.3 to go here in the third. Thing is, even if West Virginia can establish zone time down in their offensive end and they can get Bobby Z out, that just makes it even strength with an empty net.
So, question, Quinn, how does a referee establish whether that is intentional or not, that puck leaving the ice there?
So there is no penalty for the puck getting dumped out of play in the defensive zone at the college level.
Okay. Thank you.
At the NHL level, intentional or not, it's a penalty unless it goes into the bench area. If it goes into the bench area but it wouldn't have gone over the glass, then it is deemed not a penalty, or if it's deflected, it's not a penalty.
Okay, thank you for that. Quinn always providing us with the rules of the road for the NCAA and NHL hockey leagues. And ACHL, of course, can never forget that one.
Yeah, the ACHA, they're out here.
ACHA, excuse me.
Granted, the ACHA just runs off NCAA rules, but yeah, it's all one and the same. West Virginia taking a timeout here, trying to figure out what they're going to do to hopefully get one, even though they're shorthanded here late in this game. West Virginia seems to be planning to keep the same group out there. Buckley, Sable, and Collins on the ice. I can't see who the other defenseman is. Now puck down low. Bobby Z going to jump on top of it, and he'll hold on for a draw. 36.3 to go now in period number 3. West Virginia trailing by 1, and they're shorthanded for the remainder of regulation. Even if West Virginia could manage to get one, they'll go into overtime shorthanded still.
Yeah, tough draw here for the Mountaineers. Last couple minutes you get a penalty against you and you're shorthanded. It's tough to get that last goal.
Erie able to work it along the far wall. That is a good move by. Now looking for a passing lane, deflected out in front, and that almost worked for Erie. Erie with a cross-ice pass, and a good shot there. That went up over the top of the cage, though. Good opportunity. Now West Virginia looking to break out. Bobby Z is going to go ahead and pull now. There's only 2 seconds left, though, and that will do it. This one's in the books. West Virginia falls 3-2 to Erie Community College.